Before we get into this, let me just say that our project contains major spoilers for Danganronpa V3 and the series as a whole. If you haven't played or watched an installment for some reason, click off this video and do those things now, please. So a lot of people have been asking about what this project is all about, and the answer is quite simple. Danganronpa Distrust takes place shortly after the tragedy ended. Hope's Peak Academy is reopened and is recruiting talented students from all over the world under a different name, Hope's Pass Academy. Rantaro Amami has been scouted by the academy and is on his way to the inauguration ceremony when he is suddenly rendered unconscious and kidnapped. He then wakes up and finds himself in a strange facility known as the Learning Institute for the Gifted and Talented with 15 other ultimates and are greeted by Monokuma, the self-proclaimed headmaster of the institute. Monokuma informs the students that they are now trapped within the school walls, and in order to leave they must participate in the Killing School Session, a tournament where one must kill to escape the institute. Yeah, that's just the plot. It's nothing special, just typical Danganronpa fanfiction. However, I should explain its place in Danganronpa's setting. Danganronpa Distrust is a retcon of the entire franchise. It combines both the Hope's Peak Academy saga and the Gifted Juvenile saga as if it took place in the same universe. The best of both worlds. Distrust also doubles as a tie-in to V3, which means the events of the series will ultimately lead up to V3. That being said, it's still just a reinterpretation, so we altered and removed certain plot points that were made in V3 that most of the fandom didn't like. I can't get into the details now without spoiling the project, but just know that we're putting our own little spin on V3's turn of events. Whether or not you like V3's ending, I think I can safely say that all groups will find a reason to enjoy this series. Look at it this way. If you didn't like the ending, you could look forward to us reinterpreting it and altering the bad plot points. And if you did like the ending, the mystery surrounding Rantaro and the killing game he participated in, as well as Tsumugi's role in this one, can be further explored. I'm not saying we're perfect, but I do believe that I put together a dream team of fans dedicated to making this project come to life. This entire thing wouldn't have been possible without them. In fact, I didn't even make the video, I just provided the voice. Dalinkster and FNAF are the people you have to thank for this video, and their credits, like everyone else's, are down below. Some people have left us, but I think we have enough to get by at the moment, but we are looking for additional help. Summer has started for many of us, and it is at this time that I want to get as much done as possible. I'm not gonna lie, working on this project has caused a lot of issues in real life. For example, my grades started to slip at school. At one point I actually thought we had to cancel the project altogether. Things have gotten a lot better since then, but I still want to focus on doing project work during the breaks so that everyone can contribute equally. On the subject of job openings, I have an announcement to make. Our main developer, Jordi, has took it upon himself to use the Unity game engine to program an editor so that we can easily set things up for the project. Said editor, when completed, will allow other members of the Danganronpa community to create their own fangangs with ease. But of course, the only person working on the editor at the moment is Jordi. But you could fix that! If you use Unity and have C-Pound programming knowledge, then you can help us in our plight. Specifically, if you're an experienced programmer with knowledge in custom editor scripts and scriptable objects, then you can help us develop the editor. Basically, for the job, you'll be helping us set up the scenes, and Jordi will teach you how to do so. But of course, if you don't have basic programming knowledge, you'll be a nightmare to teach, which is why having it is a requirement. Additionally, we need someone to help us design the UI elements of the project. Yeah, I see those things in the corner of the screen? Those are the UI elements. We need someone to create and animate an original UI as to make the project look more official. Software you use doesn't matter, so if you're interested, feel free to contact us. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The Call Casting Club is now officially open for business. For a limited time only. I want the word to spread so that everyone can get a chance to audition, you know? Don't worry, I won't triple or quadruple cast voice actors for characters, but I might double cast certain characters if I'm impressed enough by the voice actor's skill. Speaking of which, for Call Casting Club, I'll be grading you on your performance and quality. In case you haven't caught on by now, I want almost everything in this fan project to be as close to the real thing as possible, and that includes the voice acting. But we're still just a group of fans, keep in mind that we've made some shortcuts along the way. Whatever you sound like when you're auditioning, you better not sound like me in this video. I sound like a robot for most of this video, and the mic could certainly use some improvements. I try to be more expressive in this video, but every time I say a word with the P, the mic just stops working for a couple seconds. Yeah, don't be that guy. This is mostly because A, this is my first real video, and B, I'm using my phone as my mic. Most of you guys won't even have that excuse. Nevertheless, I encourage all those who are interested to try out. You never know if you're exactly what we need. For Rantaro and Tsumugi, I'm looking for people who can mimic their voices very well. But given that people tend to complain about Tsumugi's English dub voice, I might give Sumugi auditioners some leeway depending on how they perform. And as long as the voice fits the character and you can express yourself appropriately, I'd say to all interested parties it's at least worth a shot. Next on the list is environment modeling. Now we do have a couple of 3D modelers, but a big issue is that it takes a while to model objects, and there's always the risk of one of them leaving, which will cause everything to grind to a halt. Because without environment modelers, there won't be any environments/backgrounds in the project, just sprites. For this job, volunteers will be, for the most part, just modeling interiors. The environment textures in Danganronpa v3 appear to be a combination of hand paint and photo bashing, so keep that in mind. Again, it doesn't matter what software you use for modeling or graphic design, just know we're using Unity for the final project. Also, it'd be preferable if you had experience with GitHub, though it's not a requirement. Finally, we're looking for translators, with the only requirement being that you're fluent in English and one other language. I mean, obviously. Now, one of the main reasons I post to public job openings is because finding individuals by myself is hard. There's always a chance people will say no, forcing you to start from scratch in your search. So I felt it was better for volunteers to come to us instead of the other way around, you know? That's it for now. If anyone's interested in these job positions, please contact me on my social media outlets. And remember, if you feel that you don't have the skills, trust me, you know a guy who knows a guy, so spread the word. Oh, and spoilers for Distrust's plot if you choose to work with us. Until next time.